The Adventures of the Black Hand Gang. Police Sergeant Shorthouse was taking a stroll along Canal Street when he paused for a moment in the doorway of number 49 and stared at a faded notice pinned to the doorpost. It was a piece of paper with a black handprint. The sergeant shook his head and smiled.
"Children really are up to some funny tricks these days," he murmured, half to himself.
He was thinking of a group of kids who called themselves the Black Hand Gang, and of the clever ways they had learned to track down criminals. At the top of this house, up 72 creaking stairs, was their club room, called the Airport, just under the pigeon loft of the roof. The Black Hand Gang met there regularly after school. Frank, who played the trumpet, was the leader. Then there was the quick-witted Angela. Ralph, who usually wore a striped sweater. And lastly, Keith W.S. and his inseparable companion, a squirrel. W.S. stands for with squirrel. The Black Hand Gang's adventures had made them well known locally as amateur sleuths. This book tells how they began their successful career as detectives and will enable you to try your skill at discovering the clues. You can follow the trail by looking carefully at the illustrations. When you have found the right answer, mark it down on a piece of paper. When you get to the end of the adventures, check your score. Do you have your paper and pencil ready? While I read, you examine the picture very carefully to find the clue, and then write it down. The Mysterious House. Part 1. A Sure Sign. The Black Hand Gang had been sitting up in the airport as quiet as mice for an hour while they did their homework. Ralph chewed his pencil and gazed fixedly out of the grimy window. There was a sudden sharp snap. Keith W.S. cracked a nut for his squirrel and spat the shell into an empty jam jar. Ralph frowned. "How do you spell pain?" he whispered. "It depends whether you're looking through it or feeling it inside you," Angela replied, laughing. "Looking through it, of course. A window pane like that one. Hey, what's that? No, there can't be." Ralph scrubbed at the dirt on the window. "What can't there be?" asked Frank. "Anyone living in that house over there," Frank answered. "It's been empty for 3 years." They all crowded around the window. "We all know that only a couple of rats live there," said Keith W.S. "Look, the doors and windows are all barred shut." "Let me have a look," said Angela, pressing her nose to the pane. After a few seconds, she said, "I think Ralph's right. There really is someone in the house." How did she guess there was someone in the mysterious house? At the top of your paper, write number 1 and write your answer. Here's another look at the picture if you need a little more time.